Alright, so like I said, I was gonna do an update. Excuse the bike for being dirty. I've been busy and I've been dealing with this exhaust, which is I like the sound, I like the look, but there's a problem, a very, very big problem, at least for me, right? My preference, that the pipe itself is scorching hot, like super, super hot, like boiling an egg or cooking some meat on top of that baby, and it'll cook through. So I've been dealing with heating issues, and that's why I wanted to put a nice little update, you know, for whoever in the near future gets it. Will have to come by this. And I did a couple of things at first before I put this is the stock thing. I wrapped it, and it has another heat shield that I made. It's a metal aluminum heat shield wrapped, and then exhaust wrap titanium. I didn't go all the way through, but and it didn't work. I'll have some clips. I think I have some clips up. I'll insert them where you'll see it smoking. Now the smoking is due to the titanium wraps. I believe that's kind of normal, so they heat up enough to kind of make it smoke. I was worried at first. I did look up some videos on how to do it, but none of them said that they smoke. So I took it upon myself to figure out, like, how can I make it where it's just kind of bearable. Right now it looks ugly, right? I put the stock thing back on and it kind of defeats the purpose of the exhaust looking sexy. And as I was doing so many installs and you know, taking it off and on, I scratched the baby a lot. So it is what it is. Just got to deal with it. Now I post this so that whoever sees it in the near future can make that decision if they want to go with it or not. I think what I'm gonna do in the near future, I'm gonna figure something a lot cleaner. But for the moment, I'm gonna use this stock heat shield, the plastic one, and I'm going to cut it from here and on, since I don't need that part, and I think it'll look decent. We'll see in the future videos, but I wanted to test out, and I went out for a little bit of a ride and it worked. So I can actually sit on the bike, like say if I wanted to sit here, right, turned off. Had I not had that, you can't put your leg there, it's just so hot, right? So if I want to hug it like this, we're cool. It's still warm, but look, I can rest it, and I just turn off the bike. Right before, no way, you'll burn something for sure, right? If you touch it, it's super hot. I'm not gonna do that. Does it look stupid? Yeah. I use some wire to hold it down. I'm gonna touch it up, make it look better. I just wanted to test it at first. I gotta come up with a better solution, but temporarily it kind of looks like it's normal. I've been asking people that don't know the bike, and they're like, yeah, that looks like normal. So you can tell what I did here, which looks horrible, but it is what it is. I might clean that up. Again, it's all a test run right now, and yeah, that's what we have so far. Doesn't look too bad, too crazy, but we'll have to see in the near future. What do you guys think? So I'm gonna go ride for a little bit. I'm gonna stop by my friend's house. He's actually working on rebuilding, I think it's a brand new R1. I don't know if it's like a 2019 or it's a 2019 to 2022. The guy took it to the track and flipped the bike. I don't even know, I saw it seemed like he was flipping forever. So he's gonna completely rebuild that. He's also gonna post it on YouTube for some of you guys that want to see it. And I hope he has his YouTube ready, and I'll put his description or his link in the description so that you can click on it and watch his little build series. He's a mechanic, so he's a motorcycle mechanic, and he was gonna rebuild, and I encouraged him to post it on YouTube. Screw it. A lot of people like seeing that, especially people that have the R1. He's gonna take the whole thing apart. I don't think there's any frame damage, so if someone needs to know how to do something, I believe he's gonna do everything in sets. You know, like how to take off the gas tank and how to basically take off the motor and whatnot, or I'm not sure what he's gonna do, but the bike has damage everywhere. So either I might cut to that scene, or I might take I'm gonna take a little bit of a cruise since now I can actually ride it and not worry too much about the freaking heat. Look, that shit looks nasty, right? But I'm thinking if I cut it, we will be looking a lot better. But I guess it is what it is. You know, had I wished they put the exhaust somewhere else, yeah, maybe wrap down. Of course, I'm not an engineer, and I didn't think about that, but they also didn't either. You know, they could have wrapped that thing forward under. I don't know. And I'm debating if I even get if I should even get a passenger. You know, imagine a passenger. What are there, pegs down here somewhere? Shit, dude, dope, he can be burnt. But I mean, I'm not planning to put it any. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I still do have the stock exhaust for the passenger, and I have my other motorcycles as well. Alright, let's go on a little cruise. Let's head to his place. Maybe I'll chat. Maybe it'll be I don't know. We'll see. Oh god, it's a little warm. See, look, see, I wasn't able to do that before, where I can just hug it. Again, I'll insert clips of where it's smoking, but the smoking isn't because of the exhaust. Just keep that in mind. It is because of the wrap. I don't want anyone to get confused and be like, oh, the exhaust sucks. No, it's just fucking hot. And if you don't mind it, like if we're cruising, look, nothing. This is us cruising. You're not touching anything. You don't need a heat shield or whatever. But you're not always cruising, right? Let me let me turn around. That's the problem. You know, for a daily and you want to do the exhaust and you don't want to put a heat shield on, I think possibly either look for a different brand that caters to the heat, or just go for it. So as we ride, look, I'm not touching anything, we're good, and that's not my issue. Sounds beautiful. Like, I like the sound, the tone. I have the baffle on. I'm not one to be super loud, that's just me. Everyone tells me I'm a baby about it, but hey, this is my motorcycle, so I can do what I want with it, right? It's when I'm actually at a stop and you feel the heat, like you feel the heat coming to you. Obviously you can feel it, but like, say, look, sometimes I'm just chilling. What, am I gonna do this all the time? Or am I gonna be like this all the time? No, I can't do that. I can't deal with that. So I thought about it. I was like, what if I forget, which is gonna happen. What if I forget about and then I completely burn myself. This guy just did a wheelie, bro, in a Harley. That's badass. Look, see? Boom. And I can be relaxed, no problem. I wasn't able to do that before. Whoa. Stock exhaust, yes. Not with this new exhaust. You know, I'm thinking, can they do something different? Like the manufacturers, can they do something different? Right? Aftermarket, can they make an exhaust for this bike without that issue? And I don't know, it's hard because the pipe is right there. What are we gonna do, right? Alright, well, I'm gonna fast forward. I don't want to make this video too long. Again, it's just a quick update. I'm gonna fast forward to the garage so I can show you guys what my buddy's doing. Okay, like I was saying earlier, my buddy here has an R1. What was the year? 2018? 2019 R1. That was at the track, and it flipped a couple times. So this is the project he's working on right now. And what are you gonna do? A complete rebuild or what?
Yeah, basically putting it all back together.
So this is the status of it. What's wrong with it? Can you say what's wrong with it?
I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with it.
So it turns on, right?
Put it all back together. That's actually what I'm in the process of. I'm in the process of finding out how the engine sounds, making sure that there's no leaks. The radiator got bent, and I believe there's another hit somewhere, but the owner states that he did run it, that he saw no leaks, but I gotta confirm that. I gotta let it run, let the fans turn on, check voltage, just give it a head to toe check, obviously.
So all the damage was in the front, assuming, right?
For the most part, yeah.
Tail and all that's good?
Had a low side. He lost it going into a left-hand turn over at Buttonwillow. Lost it going to a left-hand turn, and as soon as the bike went down, you can tell that the front end smacked to the right-hand side, broke off the tab on the bottom triple clamp. So there was quite a bit of energy that transferred through all here that was from that impact when it hit. But for the most part, the bike low-sided. It just low-sided, went out into the dirt.
The problem is that it flipped.
The problem is that I think it tumbled over. This gap.
Had it not, we would have just had side damage, right? Assuming. If it didn't flip, yeah, it did flip, yeah.
I don't remember if this was the gas tank that it had on. Do you remember? Because I know
yeah, it's still my stuff.
This is still the same.
Yeah,
one, right?
Yeah, nothing has changed.
He got really lucky. This was a really lucky. I guess you can't necessarily say you're lucky when you crash, but like he got lucky that the damage wasn't worse.
So the reason why I'm putting this guy or this video in, or my friend here Chris, is that you are starting a YouTube channel, huh? So he's a former mechanic. I don't know what's your credentials. Do you have any credentials or what?
I've worked for Honda and Yamaha.
Okay, so and he has the idea of making a YouTube channel and giving you guys details on specific bikes that he works on, so that we have information to, find if you ever need to do something. Example, right? Show me example on that one. So well, you were explaining, because I didn't know, so he's explaining to me how to install some forks or even take off.
Yeah. I mean, this I just took them out because checking the whole front end, got to make sure that the wheel is still straight, that the rotors didn't get bent. Had to make sure that the forks didn't get bent, especially since, like I said, all that energy traveled through all that front end of the bike. And I gotta add a brake reservoir, gotta bleed all the front brakes. So it makes it easy also to work on the front end when you have the forks out. But nonetheless, they had to come out because I have to check that everything was good there. Make sure that everything is basically straight.
So I'm gonna link his credentials or his channel in the description, so that you guys can see his build series with this bike specifically. And then again, you're gonna put more things that you work on, right?
Yeah. The plan is to really get more into detail.
Yeah, his is gonna be more detailed, because you're very detail oriented when it comes down to installing and putting parts, cleaning them, and whatnot, right?
That's the whole point, just so the general public gets an idea of how I work and how my work is, I guess my standards. But yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's it, guys. Check it out. Crazy build, man. I think I don't know where to start for me, because I don't know none of this crap. But best believe I'll be watching. Oh man, lights still turn on?
I haven't plugged any of that in. I'm gonna find out right now.
Oh god. Look at that. So if any of you guys have work on R1 that you need to, then just go ahead to his channel, and he's gonna be at least breaking down all the front stuff, basically, right? All the front end.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the bike from head to toe, because I've got to check it from head to toe still. But just looking at the bike, we could tell that we'll be able to definitely save it and put it back together.
All right.
He's gonna be using it primarily at the track. So.
All right, guys. Well, thanks, Chris, for being in the video. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
What the hell's going on there? That thing must be super, super fast. Alright, so I showed you guys the R1. I'll show you my buddy over there. Call that guy the mechanic. I've known Chris for over 10 years, I believe, and we had one thing in common. We like the same stuff. So again, if you guys want to look him up, I'll put his YouTube on the description, so that he gets really detailed with things. And if there's something that you guys need to learn to do, or you know, just go to his channel and look him up. If you guys like, subscribe. If you don't like, don't subscribe. All I want to say is I appreciate all the comments and you know, people replying to some of my stuff. I appreciate that very much. It's like the one thing that kind of gets me going, is knowing that there's people out there that enjoy what I enjoy. So and yeah, I wanted to do this quick update so that whoever gets this exhaust kind of knows what they're getting themselves into. And I gave you guys just a quick idea to help you out, because right now I'm enjoying the bike a lot more, that it's not giving me that heat issue. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.